Hello, my name is Fabian. Today we'll be talking about the Korean War, 1950 through 1953. Lasted 3 years. The Korean War is between the North and South Korea. The two Koreas are split up because after the occupation of Japan and after the surrender, they split up into two, and now the Cold War was happening. Yes, it was started in 1946, and it started escalating. And this was one of the major conflicts of the Cold War. Well, at the beginning, not until like the Vietnam War, but this was the first one. And during this conflict, North Korea attacked South Korea, and South Korea was really not very, how do I say it? They were not really prepared. They didn't have a lot of equipment, and so they were pretty much getting crushed. But they were able to withstand at Busan. They were there, and inside that was the last city in South Korea that was still not occupied by the North Korea, but everything else was. And so the U.S. got involved to help South Korea because they already did help them, but they're gonna help them now because they didn't want to lose South Korea. And so they sent troops right there on Busan to defend, but they also were planning a plan, and this was Operation Chromite by General MacArthur, a general during World War II, and now he was in the Korean War. That was this plan, and this plan was really good. He wanted to attack from Incheon. It was a city next to Seoul. It was on the left side of South Korea, where they'll go from the left and flank from there, from that little spot. And while the rest of the armies of the UN, because there are many armies from the UN that were actually served and helped, like the Turks, wasn't Turkish, Brits, I believe, French, Australians, and I think Indians and Americans and South Koreans. I do not remember, but most of them just served. And so the Korean War was a crazy war, and it was good at first. We were pushing the North Koreans back all the way to the border. MacArthur wanted to go further, but Harry S. Truman didn't want that, and so both of them got into like little fight. They were arguing back and forth, but I believe they did go in, but then after that, pushed them back, pushed forcing back, and then they took Seoul and all that again. Then they pushed back again, South Koreans and the Allies, and they pushed them into the 38th parallel, which is known as the little line between North and South Korea, and which is a constant stalemate between them. And then
1 minute history. North Korea. At the end of World War II, Korea is divided into two zones across the 38th parallel, with Soviets in the north and Americans in the south. 1948. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea is established in the north with Kim Il-sung as its leader. 1950. Influenced by the Soviet Union and China, North Korea invades South Korea, sparking the Korean War. The war ends in a territorial stalemate. Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev delivers the secret speech and ushers in a period of de-Stalinization, where leaders with personality cults or who model themselves after Stalin are replaced. When Soviet and Chinese factions in the North Korean government try to remove Kim Il-sung from office, he kills his enemies and consolidates his power. North Korea is now independent.